Erica Junior Achievement Award. 2005 for her was a remarkable year. Give us some detail of what you think she would be feeling knowing she received the Junior Achievement Award.
I think Erica's going to be so excited and over the moon that she's actually won this award, and she doesn't know she's actually won something. She knows she was nominated, and I am just so happy that she's getting this a recognition for the, for the year that she's had. And I really want to thank the Triathlon Association for putting her forward. And Erica is just going to be so excited, and it's just one more sort of step in the process of what she wants to achieve. And yeah, she just, I know she's going to be upset that she's not here, because she really wanted to be part of this celebration, whether she won the award or not. But yes, because she's won it, she's going to be doubly upset probably.
All right, well, we look forward to speaking to her when she returns.
Yes. Thank you, Earl. Thanks.
All right, Sakara, you've been recognized with a Junior Achievement Award. Your accomplishments in 2015, another medal at Carifta. Round up your year for me, 2015.
2015, started off with Carifta, bronze medal, higher height, Pacers trip, 2 trips. I broke 2 records for those 2 trips, and no personal best yet, and that's it.
Are you pleased with what you were able to accomplish in 2015, and do you feel like you're moving in the right direction to progress?
Yes, I think I'm doing a very good job progressing right now, especially the heights I'm jumping right now. I can't wait to go to Carifta.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Aaliyah Newland had a remarkable 2015. Her accomplishments probably surprised you, or you've seen her grow. What do you think was some of the things that she had done to prepare herself for 2015 and reach the goals in which she achieved?
Aaliyah's always played 100%, 150%. Soccer is something that she lives by. So when she gets on the field, she actually just puts it all out there and does whatever she has to do. Hindsight, she has had a few injuries. She has concussions, which I try to tell her don't play so hard, but she's like, Mama, that's the name of the game. So she just continues to play, and when she's out, she just wants to get back in.
All right, well, tell her I said congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Rohan Simons, you coached Janai Parent-Chief. You've been coaching him for a little while now. 2015 was a remarkable year for him, achieving things probably you had to convince him he can do. Tell us a bit about what he's been putting in to achieve some of the heights he achieved back in 2015.
Well, 2015 was an exceptional year for Janai. Janai is a very, very driven young man, and I've seen him grow immensely over the years. Actually, 2014 started him a big growth. But in 2015, he really wanted to get into college. That was his main goal. And his mom did everything possible for that to happen. So my hat goes off to her. I've just been given a gem to polish, But in training, he's very, very driven. He comes to training and he wants to learn. He wants to achieve things. So he put himself into a very, very good position to do that.
All right, there was one event in 2015 that you challenged him, you actually took part in. Was that to try to motivate him to drive himself even higher? Because that was the day he actually went 215, I think?
219, yeah. I did get involved because I just felt it was something special in the air. There was something about that day in particular. He was very, very focused, but he was just a little bit relaxed. So I wanted to kind of egg him on a little bit. And little by little, he started to climb higher than even I imagined, which was fantastic. That was a very emotional day for both of us.
All right, well, congratulations to everyone.
Excellent.
Cool. Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Butterfield, Tyler Butterfield, once again getting an achievement award for his accomplishments. 2015, a good year for him, coming out of a box, taking off from triathlon, going to the Ironman, committing full time. What do you think this achievement, 2015, for the decisions he's made will mean for him?
These things, I think, for Tyler are just one more motivating factor in a life that's quite lonely. You swim alone, you run and ride with friends, but day after day, hour after hour, you're pretty much on your own. And I think things like this are just one small little bit that helps those athletes, Tyler and other athletes, to just get up the next day at 5 o'clock in the morning and get going again. It's the recognition from the country and the people of the country that I think just helps them when they're really sometimes feeling down. It helps them to get up and get going again.
He's one of those athletes that you always see like he looks like he's enjoying himself, no matter what the pain, the suffering, and everything. Is that something that you instilled in him from a young age?
Tyler's attitude as a youngster, he was not the natural athlete who Spencer is, and Tyler would admit that. He was the guy with the drive and the guts. He would always say to me, though, in a bike race, when he was really hurting, he just would say, I think the guy in front of me is probably hurting more. So he looks like he's maybe enjoying himself, and most of the time is, but on not such a good day. And you can tell it. The facial expressions when he's racing, when in Hawaii the wheels started to come off and he finished 7th, we could tell that it wasn't going well. When he finished 5th, his facial expression is saying, I'm having a great day. And I don't think he's unlike most athletes, that their face tells you what they're doing. But no, that deep down drive is something he's developed on his own. It's not something, I don't think a parent can teach that. And the ones that try, I think, maybe fail. They raise levels of expectation in their youngsters that if the youngster's not in it, their heart's not in it. Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations to him and to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Duffy, for you, 2015 must have been a proud moment to stand in the stands and watch Flora win that medal at the Pan American Games.
It sure was.
That emotional ride for you and your wife, watching your daughter accomplish that feat. Take us back to that moment.
Well, Flora, and when we had a plan for that event that she would get ahead in the swim and the run, the swim and the bike, with an American who's a good swimmer biker. Unfortunately, the American waited in transition for her teammate, so Flora was stuck out on the bike alone, and so then she just couldn't stay ahead of them, so she went back into the pack, so started the run with about 20 others, and we thought not much chance because she was just coming back from injury and she'd done more work on the bike than anybody, so for her to get the bronze, it was unbelievable. I mean, we're so thrilled.
Now, looking at you in the stands as this is all materializing, and then we see her going over with the third and between third and fourth, and that battle was in because they kept coming around past us and coming up to the finish line. What goes through a parent's mind knowing that a medal at a major festival is about to be in your grasp?
I guess the first thing is relief, because you kind of, at that point we're expecting her to come around the corner in third, but you're still kind of a bit worried and nervous. So relief, and then just pride, and just, as a parent, you want your children to be happy. Well, children, she's quite an old child now. So, a combination of all that, really. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks a lot.
All right, Jessica, 2015, a remarkable year for you in your sport. Take us through some of your major accomplishments and the struggles in which you had to overcome emotionally to get to where you got to.
Yeah, so the 2015 racing season didn't start off as well as it had ended. I went to Australia and I wasn't too thrilled about my performance there. So I kind of just came back and worked really hard, and I got my new chair that my sponsors, Tokyo Millennium Re, bought for me, and that made a huge difference in how much power I was able to put into my chair and push that. So coming away with the gold medal from Pan Am and the bronze medal from World Championships was absolutely incredible.
Did you think going into the year these things you were able to accomplish them?
We definitely had Pan Am as a goal and World Championships as a goal, and then our goal there was just to see how well I could stick with the girls, and yeah.
Well, 2016 is proving to be another hot year for you if all goes well. First, we want to say congratulations on the award, and we look forward to what happens in later on this year.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so Wally Woolridge, the Achievement Award for your performance over 2015. For your sport, it's a unique sport. It's a battle, but it takes a lot of time to get your mind and body into. What are some of the struggles you went through in 2015 to overcome the things that you were able to overcome and achieve such high goals?
Well, first of all, dealing with life. It's hard out there now. Money's not that easy to come by, and you gotta work, but you gotta dedicate the time to perform and to train right. So that's one of the things that I struggle with. But it's always hard when you have injuries as well. I've been suffered a wrist injury, right? So I'm trying to train, but take care of the injury at the same time. Because you need to train to perform at a high level. You need to do what you got to do, but sometimes you suffer with these injuries as an athlete.
When you have to travel to places such as Indonesia, where you guys went, you went to Mexico as well.
Yes.
You're traveling in opposite directions, kind of thing, and such a long way. Going to those events, what do you expect from yourself?
I expect of myself to carry myself well, because I am representing Bermuda wherever I go, and I have to basically get my mind frame right, dial my mind in to go out there and just put one thing on your mind, and that's to prepare for this event, right? So basically that means you have to eat right, you have to acclimatize, you have to get out there and train. Sometimes you get tired, you don't feel like training, but you have to do it in order to perform well.
All right, well, congratulations, and we look forward to what you can accomplish in 2016.
Thank you very much.
All right, Virginia McKee, 2015, you got to perform at what we would consider one of the highest levels we can for our region, Pan American Games. Your experience over your life has taught you many things, but what did it prepare you for the Pan American Games and what you were able to achieve in that ring?
Well, I learned that never ever giving up really does get you places. It taught me how strong I am, how resilient I am in the worst of circumstances, and that living a lifelong goal is definitely worth all the pain and drama and politics and money that it took to get there. And I have no regrets, and I am I have to tell anybody who has a goal like that to just never give up, and you will get there.
Now, being recognized for your accomplishments, receiving an achievement award, what does that mean for you personally?
It's huge. I'm totally shocked, but I'm so thankful. It means a huge amount to be recognized for all the work that I've done.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Riel, congratulations first. You always seem to look like you're having fun, whether it's training, whether it's competing. Why are you so happy when you're out performing, whether it is training or actually in a ring?
Because I enjoy it. If you don't enjoy something, don't do it, right? So I try to make sure that I'm always having fun. And the more positive I keep my mind state, the better I perform, I feel.
Now, you do something very interesting. You mix a little boxing with your Sanshao. Which one would you feel is more demanding? Because it is a little tactical difference in the two.
There's a lot of technical differences between the two. But I feel as though, depending on your opponent now, it's always depending on your opponent. The demands are a lot different, but Sanshao is a lot more different because you have a lot more weapons that you have to worry about. You have to be curious of kicks, high kicks, what sort of spinning moves these individuals have. With boxing, it's usually just the head and the body that you usually have to protect. You don't have to protect your entire body like how you would have to in Sanshao.
Now, you competed internationally in Sanshao. When you first went to the first event you went to, was it an eye-opener for you to see the level of competition? And then going back to last year, where you received an award for your accomplishments last year, how do you compare the two?
I honestly, when I first competed, it definitely was an eye-opener. My first world championship was in Toronto, and when I got there and you saw the level of competition, it's kind of intimidating because you don't know how prepared you actually are. And after training and getting better throughout the years, I always feel as though I'm in the runnings. Whoever I compete against, I always feel as though I can take that opponent.
All right, well, congratulations, and look forward to 2016.
Yes, thank you.
Now, first of all, congratulations, Mr. Lambert. Anyone that knows you around the sailing community would know that you've put a lot of time and effort into the comic class. But achieving an appreciation award for you personally, what does that mean?
Well, it is an honor because of, and not expecting something like this, because, I'm into the sport because of the love of the sport.
The comic class is one of a special class no problem. Yeah, okay, no problem. The comic class in Bermuda is such a special class because it has a tradition and a heritage. You have been involved in this tradition for a very long time, and we see it kind of dwindling a little bit. Your thoughts on how we can get it back to its vibrant days of very high competition racing amongst the clubs around Bermuda?
Well, having the junior program, being more active at West End Sailboat Club, we're now been able to have like a 5 day a week, 5 days for the juniors, which years ago when I was teaching, it was just a Saturday. That was my own free time, just to teach boys how to sail. And now it's grown to this point now. There's a lot of more young boys that are getting in the sport. Bermuda seems like it's now becoming like a sailing, of sailing, in Bermuda. And I'm there just trying to keep the young people wanting to get into sailing, because that was something that, because of my father and my family, it was no problem for me, because it was just an ordinary thing in our family. So now, because of the comic sailing, and we're getting a lot of youth in our comic sailing, and with the junior program, I'm hoping that this is going to escalate to sailing at the West End Sailboat Club.
Well, congratulations to you and West End Sailboat Club.
Thank you very much.
All right, Garen, and you guys have a tough job in trying to balance what one would consider a very tough sport and getting people out, which you've done a remarkable job, because I've seen the club grow and grow. But to get awards for appreciation of what you guys have done over the years, and especially in 2015, what does that say for a club that it's really started out with a handful of people and now has grown to, what, about 30 people training on a regular basis?
I mean, it all boils down to the dedication and taking care of our most important asset, which is our athletes. From the beginning, it was always our intention to push our athletes. And we wanted to build an association, not a school, not a club, not a gym, but an association of athletes to represent Bermuda at the highest level. And I think it's because of, we call ourselves the BSA team. We're a BSA family, and our motto is develop, implement, and maintain. And this is what our vice president came up with, and that's what we live by. And I think as a result of that, and just the way we go about training, I mean, I'm the president and the head coach, but I don't always dictate or sort of have the last say as to what goes on. We all sort of share our knowledge. We all come from various backgrounds of the martial arts, and we share our knowledge, and I think that's what's really been the success in our program.
Oscar, to be acknowledged, for the club to be acknowledged by Bermuda, does that go a long way to kind of what you were attempting to accomplish when you guys started to form?
Absolutely. The compliments that we have gotten from parents, thank you for supporting our son, thank you for supporting our daughter. As Garen, the president, mentioned, our acronym of DIM, develop, implement, and maintain, we live by it. And it's something that we try to encourage our members to do in whatever field that they're involved in, sport, life, their careers. Apply the DIM, and success will be yours.
All right, Terry, you've been handed a Special Achievement Award by the people of Bermuda, nominated for your services in cricket. For you giving back to a sport, I know one you truly love, what does it mean for you?
Well, it means a whole lot, Earl, because when I came through as a youngster, I had the privilege of playing under some great players, like Mr. Alden Rayner, who's here tonight, Sheridan Rayner, Lee Rayner, Willett Rayner, Quentin Sherlock, all those guys, and then of course I had my older brothers that played the sport as well. So with those type of guys that were there for me, and mold me to what I am today, I just felt that it's imperative that I do the same, and hopefully that we are able to produce good young cricketers, but not, like I said inside earlier, it's not even about the skill. From a cricketing point of view, it's about the life skills that should be imparted on our youngsters. So that's what drives me. That's the passion that I have.
What about getting some of the former players along by your side to help mold our players for the life skills, more importantly for the life skills, and then on to the cricket skills?
Yeah, the actual fact, that's work in progress. I have had a number of conversations with some very good cricketers that have been very successful in their businesses and in their lives. So that is work in progress, and hopefully I can entice them, maybe through this award. It may inspire them to say, hey, it's time for me to step up to the wicket and put something back.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right, Kenny, first of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
What you've been able to accomplish in the sport of basketball, and to be recognized with the Special Achievement Award for you and the basketball family, because I know you like to call it a family. What does it mean for you and your family?
Man, this is so awesome. I'm just happy for the guys. This is recognition that our sport is growing. It's popular. And we just have to keep working hard, and I'm just elated, man. We just talked the other day, and I'm just really so happy to get this award. Really, I am.
To hear your name called and you have to go up on the stage and speak about yourself and your sport in front of all these people, how does that make one feel?
Man, you can't beat being recognized, and everyone. Man, I work hard. I work hard all doing this. But to be recognized, man, it's just an awesome feeling, man. I do this from the bottom of my heart. You know that, and but this is really awesome. This is a really awesome experience to get this award, man.
All right, well, congratulations, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, congratulations to the Coopers. We know the tireless work that you both put into sailing in general. I wouldn't just say the Opties, because I know you look out for sailing in general. But a household that does something that they love together must make it, and getting an award for it must make it a great accomplishment to both know that you've been recognized for what you've been able to accomplish, both in the home, on the waters. But for a family that loves sailing, how does it feel?
Oh, it's a great acknowledgement of a lot of hard work, but as you said before, it's something we love to do, and we keep doing it without any recognition at all. But when we do get recognized, it feels really good, and we're most appreciative.
Now, who gets to hang it on the wall?
I think I'll take it.
Well, the way it works now with the Junior Gold Cup is Dee does do a lion's share of the work. She deserves more of that than me.
And that is something that I recognize when you see one's name and what the job is, and you know what entails into the job, and making sure that you have the sailors in. Everything has to be done, and I know you've both been involved in sailing for such a long time, and to host international events, whether it be young or old, it's a remarkable job and a challenging job, and one tireless hours. But how do you manage, because you still have lives, children, and how do you manage?
Well, I think what's interesting is when you are doing something you really like, and you think of the excitement and all the good it brings, it makes it not seem as time consuming. You really are so happy doing it, and the kids are so happy, and you see the results of CC and all the other sailors. We've got the America's Cup. I mean, it's a sport to be proud of, and it's easy to participate.
Well, to the both of you, congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Earl. Thank you, too.
No problem. Thank you. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Arena. First of all, congratulations, Sports Citation. You've accomplished a lot in a remarkable life. Cricket, golf, just life in general. Tennis as well. What would be some of the encouraging things you can, or a message you can give to others to just try to encourage them to stick to the wicket, as one would say in cricket?
Well, I would more in terms like right now I sponsor roughly around my 67 youngsters in the age between 11 and 17. And the young lady that first name that came out tonight, I sponsor her also. And the young boy Doors is in Canada right now in school. He's 17. The whole thing that takes place right now, when I sponsor these kids, the conduct has to be good off and on whatever sport they play. Has to be good. If not good, well, I wouldn't go along with the show.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. All right, Louis Virgil, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Baster.
Over the years, playing the various sports that you were playing, did you ever think it would come down to somebody recognizing or congratulating you on your accomplishments throughout the years?
Of course. I played softball, I played cricket, I played darts, and it was good. So I knew one, but I've been recognized before. It's the first time for me using sport, but I have been recognized.
You hear your name, you hear some of the accomplishments. Does it take you back to when you were actually doing it?
Oh, don't talk about that. I just told them I wish I could play ball today. Couldn't get no.
What are some of the everlasting memories that you will always have with you about those days when you were actually active in sport?
Hey, winning 7 MVPs. A lot of things that I've done, you know. I had a few triple plays, which is something that wasn't very popular then. So there's a lot of things, you know.
All right, well, congratulations again.
Thank you, Mr. Basin.
Mr. Cherry, congratulations. I think everyone in the Bermuda Equestrian Federation would stand up and applaud your accomplishments over the years of giving back to that sport. But for you, going through years and years of helping to form the BEF the way it is today, for you, this must be a proud moment.
It is, yes. Yeah, I would say that all the hard work behind the scenes over the years, this is probably one of the proudest moments. I think that the proud moment probably was when I was a chef de mission at the Pan Am Games in '99 when we got the gold medal. The only gold medal that Bermuda has won is in equestrian sport in Pan Am Games. That was a very proud moment. But I think this indeed has made all that worthwhile. Yes.
All right, well, congratulations. And we look forward to even bigger and better things for the Equestrian Federation from the foundation in which you've laid.
Sure, absolutely. I'm confident that the team who are there now, the new president, Ian Truan, has the team who can, in actual fact, with some hard work, continue on.
Congratulations.
Good.
All right, Mark, you picked up an award for someone who has given back to football immensely, Gregory Grimes. What would you say about what you've seen over the years, Mr. Grimes, give back to football?
Well, certainly, I mean, Gregory, or Grimes as we call him, spent a lot of time in football, around the executive table, and even more so actually in the office. So a lot of times you would call the BFA office and he would answer with his quiet and firm voice. But for me, as one of the when I first joined the executive, he was an example for me, a good listener. And would always impart his experience and knowledge at the appropriate times. So, it was an honor for me to be asked to come and accept this award on his behalf. So, definitely pleased.
Take it down to the police station, dude.
I'm going to find him because he should be here.
But we all know Mr. Grimes doesn't like the limelight. He just likes to be the quiet one. He'll get the job done for you. Is that something that a lot of people can actually learn from?
Sure. I mean, as administrators of the game, or administrators, period, in sport, the stars of the show are the athletes. We sit behind the desk, we sit behind the phone, we sit behind the computers, and make things tick for them to make sure that they can achieve what needs to be achieved and represent Bermuda. So it's definitely an example.
Cool. Thank you, sir. All right. First of all, congratulations, CC. Remarkable 2015 for you. You've obviously learned a lot about yourself. And competing internationally. But what would you say was one of the turning points for you in 2015?
I think one of the turning points is either qualifying for the Pan Am Games or actually competing in it. That was like such a crazy experience, and it really like opened my eyes to like so much more. So
now you've been competing internationally, whether it be in the smaller boats or whatever, for a long time. Are you now starting to feel more comfortable in competition?
I'm definitely feeling more comfortable in competition and being able to travel like further distances and like getting used to the culture in different places now. But it always is like exciting and like almost nervous as well, like meeting all the...
Now having to, I guess, calm those nerves and then try to mentally get yourself ready out in the middle of all these other boats, because primarily you're the single boat from Bermuda and you see these teams going at it. What is that challenge like for you?
It's a challenge, but it's also quite nice as well. Like you're representing your country, and that's always like really happy, and it's always really proud to do that. So.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Tyler. Congratulations, Junior Male Athlete of the Year. When you hear some of your accomplishments for the year, is it something that you sit back and say, wow? Because although you go through it, you don't always remember everything. Is that a moment where you sit back and say, wow?
Well, yeah, in some respects, I guess it is a time to reflect on what you've done last year. But for now, I mean, although I'm proud of my accomplishments, I'm really trying to, again, take it just to the next level. So continue progressing. I remember 2 years ago, I was 57th in the North American Triathlon Championships. Last year I was 28th. This year I was 8th. So next year hopefully I'll be able to progress more. And I'm more focused on the progressing than sitting or reflecting, like, oh, I did so well, because it's a long way for me to go until I can get to that point.
Now, one of the best comments was made by Tyler Butterfield about 2 years ago, that you were something special. Hearing that from someone who's been to the Olympics and been around the world traveling and competing, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, for someone of that caliber of athlete to make a comment like that, that's something which I don't really see myself as anything that special, and I understand that it's going to take a lot of hard work for me to progress. But yeah, Tyler's done so much for the sport in Bermuda, and gaining recognition for our country around the world in the sport of triathlon. When you say Bermuda, people instantly say either Tyler Butterfield or Philadelphia, and just the fact that they can recognize those names shows how much both of those two have done for our sport.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.